Hello, it's Maria. I'm a reporter here with WDW Magazine, here to take you on another magical escape. I am coming to you today from the campsites at Fort Wilderness, more specifically at Tri-Circle D Ranch, where all of the Walt Disney World horses reside. So without further ado, I am going to head into the barn, check out the horses, see what Disney history we can uncover, and let you know how you can visit this barn here on your next visit to Walt Disney World Resort. So without further ado, let's head into Tri-Circle D Ranch.
In order to get to Tri-Circle D Ranch, if you brought your car and parked at the front of the campsites, hop on the bus that takes you to Pioneer Hall. That's where Hoop-Dee-Doo Review is, and that is within walking distance to Tri-Circle D Ranch.
And if you're coming from Magic Kingdom, hop on a boat that takes you to the campsites at Fort Wilderness. They have docks going to both Wilderness Lodge and the campsites at Fort Wilderness. Make sure you hop on the one headed to the campsites. And again, that will take you near that Pioneer Hall Crockett's Tavern area, just a very, very short walk to Tri-Circle D from there. Tri-Circle D Ranch is where the Walt Disney World horses live, where they are bathed, where they get all of their meals, and where they're trained here at Walt Disney World. And this brand new iteration of Tri-Circle D Ranch was announced in 2019 and opened in 2020. It is a massive open air barn structure that allows for not only all of the horses to have enough space to move around, to do what they need, to get what they need nutrition-wise and training-wise, but also so that the cast members have enough space to do what they need for the horses here as well. It is a beautiful structure, brand new, and definitely is state-of-the-art. You can really get up close and personal and see how absolutely massive these Clydesdale horses are. This is the Clydesdale right here. This is Skylar, and his back area there is definitely taller than I am. I'm about 5'2", so I'm not too tall, but his back, let alone his front area, definitely would be taller than I am. Here in Samson too, they are really big horses, but look at the braided hair, super well taken care of and well behaved. They ask that you not pet or feed any of the horses that are here, but just to look at Zilly here, he is a Percheron horse, and you can look and see how much he gets fed each and every day, what time of day he gets fed. So I think that's really cool that you get to learn little things about the horses here in case a cast member isn't out to ask any of your questions too. And the ponies are out here as well. This is where kids can take pony rides. You can see they got a lot of saddles lined up back there ready to saddle them up. And the pony rides are a super cute experience. They're on these small ponies that you can see here. Look, this one's even got a little hidden Mickey shaved into them on the side. And the parents will walk alongside, kind of guiding the pony on a closed track that is inside of Tri-Circle D Ranch. You can make reservations for those online, or you can make them in person if there's any available left for that day. But these are the little ponies you get to ride. You got another hidden Mickey on that one back there on his leg too. These are the ponies you get to ride during that experience, and it is a very, very calm, very, very cute way to get up close and personal with a pony here at Walt Disney World. Right behind me is that closed track where you are able to take those pony rides, and I just talked to a really awesome cast member. Those two Shetland ponies, that's the breed that they are that we just saw. Patches in the back there, she said that's about as large as they will ever get. Patches is full grown, and that's about as tall as they'll ever get, so nice and small. I also asked, do you have the horses that the Headless Horseman rides here in the barn? And she said indeed that they do. There are 4 different horses that ride down Main Street USA, and I think that's so cool. The cast members here are usually always very nice, and I just had an awesome experience with one right now. She answered my questions, was happy to tell me about the horses, and these horses are well taken care of. We've got 2 out here right now. They are getting bathed. It is a hot day here in Central Florida, and it looks like such an awesome experience to be hosed down. They look like they're loving it while they're chowing down out there too. So very, very good boys and girls here in terms of the horses, and the cast members are really nice. They are very knowledgeable about these animals as well and take their jobs super seriously. So great encounter here with the cast members if you do come to visit. Tri-Circle D Ranch is open as a totally complimentary experience from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on the day of this recording. Check the My Disney Experience app for the times. It's usually open every day though, and they have things like this out for kids. So you can grab one of these and grab a marker and make your way around the barn. You can ask the cast members questions. They have little plaques with information here that you can also use to fill in the answers. You can see the different sizes and types of horseshoes, the different feeds. So very educational. Things that they use to brush them, but also really fun because you do, look at this, get super up close and personal. Here, this is Prince right here. He's eating, but he is one of the working horses here at Walt Disney World. They have a lot of beautiful displays and historic information here, but what I want to show you is if you step into this very, very nice museum area in here, you can see a history of the of the Calliope that is here in Tri-Circle D Ranch. I'll show you that in a second, but check out the TV. It will tell you a little bit about the horseback riding, the pony rides. If you watch the whole reel, it is really informational if you want to learn more about these horses and more about the ranch. Plus, check out these photos. You get to see how the horses are used around Walt Disney World. In the Christmas parade and during weddings, the Shetland pony will pull the Cinderella. So either if you are the bride and groom or if you're Cinderella, you get pulled there. They offer different horseback rides around. I know they offer them here around the holidays at Fort Wilderness. I also know that they offer them over at Port Orleans. I've seen them there. There's one of those pony rides depicted with the parent kind of guiding the child along. And here is some historic photos of Walt with different horses too. So I love that they tie that all together. We've got a lot of different breeds in here that they show you and tell you a little bit about too. Here is that Calliope at Walt Disney World Resort with Cinderella Castle in the background. Let's go check it out for real. So here is the Dragon Calliope. It is a massive horse-drawn musical instrument. They actually do have the, I'm not sure what they're called. I want to say saddles, but that's definitely not what they're called. I don't know the proper horse term for them there, that they would put on the different horses that were pulling this Calliope. And here, I mean, here it is. It is so detailed. It still says the Walt Disney Company. There's all of the brass in there that makes the musical sounds. And this thing looks like it was just used yesterday. It is in perfect condition. It's huge. They even have some Tri-Circle D Ranch directors chairs in here to check out too. And here is a little history of the Dragon Calliope here on the wall, so you can read about it, when it was invented, how Walt purchased it, and how it was transformed into this beautiful, beautiful piece that you see here that is still in Tri-Circle D Ranch to this day. And they have a room that has all of the different harnesses that they would use for a wedding. So if you are getting married and want to purchase a little spin on that Cinderella carriage drawn by one of the horses here, this is what the horses would be adorned in for your wedding. That awesome cast member that I spoke to earlier let me know that there are also tons of working Walt Disney World horses kept right down here. This is a very, very tall open air, complete with giant ceiling fans to keep the horses cool. This is where they sleep in the evenings. There's one sticking his face out right down there. And as you can see, the cast members are doing an awesome job keeping it clean. Oh, here he comes after his bath. He's ready to go back in and hang out for the evening. Absolutely beautiful animals. If you do hang out here long enough, you do get to see the inner workings of what this barn is like. He's coming towards us. Oh, wow. How cool. Another place to see the horses of Tri-Circle D Ranch is out the front of the Fort Wilderness property, where you can do the horseback riding. A lot of times the horses stay out here during the day in between the rides, but when it is happening, this is where the horses will come. You will see folks getting on the horses. I had a chance to do it once. They take you around a trail, nice and slow. It is a beautiful experience, but you can also see the horses out here, or if you are waiting for a bus, just take a turn around and you can see the horses out here as well. So any and all of the horses that you've ever seen around Walt Disney World property, if you've seen Once Upon a Christmas Time Parade and the little tiny Shetland ponies are pulling Cinderella's carriage, if you've seen Boot to You Parade with the Headless Horseman, if you've taken a carriage ride around Port Orleans, around here, the campsites at the holiday season, if you've seen any of the cavalcades that they had going during the COVID time, especially the one in Epcot that pulled the princesses, all of those horses live and are trained here at Tri-Circle D Ranch at the campsites at Fort Wilderness. They have quite luxury trailers. The cast member let me know that they put the horses in and drive them to the different properties where they will work for the day, and then they'll come back here to the barn in the evenings where they are fed, where as you can see they are bathed and they are well taken care of before they get to relax in their stables for the evening. So any horse that you see at Walt Disney World Resort lives and trains right here, and you can come here and visit on your own at any point between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. pretty much every day of the week. Of course, check the Walt Disney World website or the app, but that is usually the hours that it is open, and it is a self-tour. You can walk in and spend as much or as little time here as you would like, and I highly recommend it. It is a great place to come and visit, and you get to see not only a huge piece of Walt Disney World history here with that Calliope and all of the photos of Walt Disney himself with different horses and riding horses, but also the very real horses that work around Walt Disney World property today that we get to see so often in the parks and around the resort. So I highly, highly recommend a visit here to Tri-Circle D Ranch on your next Walt Disney World Resort visit. It is completely complimentary and an easy and awesome place to come and check out. And that is going to do it for me here today at Tri-Circle D Ranch. So if you have any questions about it, if you've been here before or if you plan to come, leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you're most looking forward to on your visit. Have you done a pony ride? Has your kid done a pony ride? Is that something you'll do? We want to start a conversation. So comment down below and let us know. And a reminder that this and all of our videos are brought to you by WDW Magazine. Link is in the video description to subscribe. Thanks again for following along today, everyone. My name is Maria, and I will see you in the next magical escape.
Are you even a true Disney fan if you don't have a WDW Magazine subscription? Don't just fly. Soar over to our website and subscribe to our award-winning Disney magazine.